Achha, so tell me, where do you think Pakistani content is headed? Because clearly, like, I mean, if you're saying that there are only 4 roles that you're being offered and you're choosing 1 or 2 a year, where is it really headed?
Unfortunately, it's not headed in a good direction, because if you notice, there comes a wave every two years, and concepts keep on changing. And what happens is that if there's this one thing that becomes an instant hit, for example, if it's a love triangle, then they're going to milk it for the next 5 years. When Humsafar came out, everything became a love triangle, and the
Of course.
cousin and the marrying, and then social issues became a thing a couple of years ago. So every second play started becoming about sexual abuse or assault and all of that. Right now, it's the marriage fever. Every play is about wanting to get married to somebody. So I mean, the life is so much bigger than that. There's so many complexities in everybody's
There's so many
lives.
roles that, like, you play.
Yeah,
like,
why can't we tell different stories?
There's so many stories
There's
to tell.
so many stories, but unfortunately, every time I have, pointed this out to people in charge, I've been told that nahi, ye koi dekhega nahi. People won't get it. This is not commercial. So I've just kind of taken a step back. That, okay, I'll see where you're going with your content. Recently there's been a wave of men behaving badly on television.
Because, I mean, yeah, you are promoting domestic violence.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, आप awareness create कर रहे हैं, awareness नहीं create कर रहे हैं, आप you will not show a man hugging his wife on television, because
but you'll show him,
but you will show him throwing तेजाब on him or slapping his wife, because वो जायज है.
Because my priorities बहुत अजीब हैं, and I don't know, I've met a lot of people who have similar views as I have, and every time we've gotten into a discussion with somebody with an opposing view, it just gets really nasty because they don't understand it.
There's different ways of, like, I mean, I just watched this movie, Darlings.
Yeah.
This is an Indian movie, and it was addressing domestic violence. Just the way they've done the film, you're just like, you love it and you hate it, and they're showing you a very real side and a very comic side of it. It's a dark comedy. I don't know if you watched it or not. But if you haven't watched it, it's a very entertaining film as well.
My mom had seen it and she was all raves about it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Unfortunately, I haven't had a
Alia
chance
Bhatt
to
has
see
produced it. I think she's written and produced it, and it is phenomenal. She's acted. She's a phenomenal actress. But what a great way to put out, like, and such a strong thing. Like, I mean, it's like, it is domestic violence. It makes you cringe. It makes you cry. It makes you scream, and it makes you laugh as well. You know what I mean? So it's not about what you are doing. It's about how you're executing it.
So every time जब भी मुझे बोला जाता है कि वो ये कोई नहीं देखेगा, I'm like, आप दिखाएंगे तो हर कोई देखेगा. If you show them intelligent content, people are smart. In this day and age where you have Amazon and Netflix and Hulu and HBO,
but like,
and
Netflix वाले, let's be real. Netflix वाली कॉम पाकिस्तानी ड्रामा उस तरह नहीं देख रही है.
You would be surprised.
No, but I'm saying that yes,
awareness is there.
Awareness is there, and there is a very, like, I think that the Pakistani masses are not so stupid.
They're not.
They're not dumb.
And
they're not, like, I mean, you might think that like people like production houses might think that उनको ये सिर्फ यही content वो आप जो दिखाएंगे वो देखेंगे.
Exactly, and the thing is that most women in our country, जो masses की हम बात करते हैं, they're not somebody who would, हाँ ठीक है, एक आध दफा they will be able to relate to it, but why would you want to see on television what's been happening to you constantly for the past so many years? आप कुछ अच्छा भी तो दिखा सकते हैं. You can show, women empowering themselves.
Yeah, or women celebrating each other, women supporting each other, couples supporting each other. Yeah. It is so important.
It's, I mean, I came up with a concept and it was shot down because they were like, it was about a husband and wife and their relationship and how the man supports the woman to sort of go out and, make a name for herself. And he's the guy who says, okay, I'll stay home and I'll hold the fort. You go on and you... And they were like, ये इतना unrealistic है, ये कोई भी मर्द नहीं इस तरह करता है, and falana. And I was just like, आप कोई अच्छा message तो दे दें,
I don't know what kind of skewed मेंटालिटी अच्छा मेरे तो पाकिस्तानी जो दिमाग है ना वो बिल्कुल डिग्रेड करता जा रहा है बाय एवरी पासिंग ईयर ना वो एक घड़ा है उसके अंदर वो खुदा जा रहा है like it's like the death of the mind there's nothing there's zombies and if you look at Pakistani people now on the roads and cars they're like zombies it's like dead fan
Forget
expression
zombie, they're angry. People
Angry.
have become so angry and they're always angry. It cannot be something in relation to you directly, but they're just angry.
And it's like आप like लोग कहते हैं कि oh आप like they have these religious I don't know gears on them like you know their abayas and their दाढ़ियाँ और मुंह से गालियाँ ऐसे निकल रही हैं I'm like आप देखें तो सही आपने हुलिया अपना क्या बनाया है और आप क्या पोर्ट्रे कर रहे हैं लोगों को कि आप हैं कौन और आप कर क्या रहे हैं ऊपर से
I think it's
नफ्स पे काबू लाना इनके अंदर like
double standards have always been there.
Of course
you know,
they've been
and unfortunately it's becoming more and more apparent. पहले थोड़ा सा ढका छुपा होता था अब बहुत apparent हो गया because everything is now on your phones. आप record कर सकते हैं आप तस्वीर खींच सकते हैं अब nobody is you know you cannot pretend to be somebody else for too long.